Hello and welcome everyone, it's Martin here with CryptoGains. Today we're looking at insightful analysis from the platform Sentiment, which compares weighted social sentiment for key cryptocurrency projects. What we can see on the first chart is that actually the net balance of the sentiment for Bitcoin has turned negative and it's at a 5-month low, the lowest values. Similar low values we saw in October, and typically the way that this can be interpreted is that generally prices top out when this indicator gets too high and bottoms when getting too low. So judging by this, currently this low reading may suggest that Bitcoin prices are about to reverse their direction and resume their upward rally. The picture in Ethereum isn't quite as extreme and the negative is not as low as in Bitcoin, but it's seeming also that negative commentary is prevailing for Ethereum and the dynamic remains the same. The picture in Ethereum is just slightly negative for upwards of a month now, and this is likely connected with the Repo case that is still taking place in the United States. So let's take a look how we can trade some of these insights. In terms of the hourly chart of Bitcoin versus Tether, not a lot has changed from yesterday, aside from the fact that two of the price targets on the upside were hit. But currently, once again, I will be waiting for prices to trade above 54,800 before initiating long positions with target at 55,500 and 56,600 and then all the way to 58,000 for an all-time high. However, as long as we trade under 48,800, I think the downside prevails as indicated by this negative setup in the MACD indicator and weak relative strength index reading under 50. So under 54,800, the downside prevails with targets 53,500, and that if that level is broken, 51,500 where the next support level lies. Next, we're moving to Ethereum versus Tether. A little bit of a change from yesterday. At the moment, the pivot point is around 1,750. We can see that also both the lines in the MACD indicator are under zero and the relative strength index is quite weak at 30, so the bears are prevailing at the minute. So under 1750 to me, the downside prevails with targets at 1,685 and 1,640. However, once we clear that 1,750 mark, prices would more than likely increase once again to 1,800 and 1,860. Next, a quick discussion on Repo versus Tether. And it witnessed quite a drop since we last discussed it. And currently the key pivotal point sits around the 0.445 level. We can see that the relative strength index is in extreme oversold territory under 30, and the same applies to the MACD indicator, which is quite bearish as well. So under 0.445, the downside prevails with target 0.433 and 0.418. However, if we clear that critical mark at 0.445, we could be reaching once again to 0.45, and then if that critical level is cleared, 0.46 and 0.47 are quite possible on the upside. Next, we're discussing Compound versus Tether, another cryptocurrency presenting some interesting opportunities for day trading for today. Here the pivot point sits at 460. And over 460, you could be initiating long positions with target at 465 and 474. However, under 460, you can see that we are about to witness a bearish crossover of the MACD indicator and the relative strength index is under 50. So if we're trading under 460, to me the downside prevails with targets at 452 and 447. And finally, a quick idea in Maker versus Tether. We saw a break down from a uptrend after forming a double top on the 1 hour chart, and currently the pivotal point is around to 2130. Under that level, the downside will prevail. We targeted 2090 and 2050. However, once we are above the level of 2130, to me there is an opportunity to resume that uptrend with targets at 2190, 200 1090, and 200 2050. Thanks for joining me today. Keep learning with the video education section and the Crypto Gains Market Insight subsection. And as always, remember to join the Crypto Signals Made Easy channel for lots of insightful trading ideas. Thanks for joining me today. Trade wisely, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.